We are in Hungary and today is our first day. We just stepped out. It's almost noon actually. We slept in really nicely.
Yeah, after a long time, we woke up without an alarm because we were like super exhausted with yesterday's journey.
So today our plan is to just walk around here in Budapest. We just learned that Buda and Pest are two parts of the city, or two cities was it?
Yeah, it's like two different towns that grew into cities and eventually it became one. So Budapest is the capital of Hungary, and for a long time we never really knew much about Hungary. We always associated it with the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So that's how we had learnt it in school. But now it's like actually very interesting. It reminds us a lot of what we saw in Krakow, but the buildings are a little more very flat. The architecture has definitely changed a bit. We are actually in a very residential area south of the city, staying with our friend. And the plan today is to walk across the Buda side, and tomorrow we'll explore Pest. Because we were staying on the southern side of the city, we're actually in the Pest area. So we're walking across and we've just now come upon the river. This is the Danube River. It's one of the great rivers of Europe. You can see it right here. But the cool part is that we're walking on one of the most iconic bridges of Budapest. So this bridge actually links the Buda side and the Pest side, and it was built in 1896.
This is one of the most iconic bridges because this is completely made of steel and it's green in color. So from far it looks like really funky.
Yeah, it looks really nice. And on top they have two birds. Someone said they're called turum birds, if I'm not wrong.
There's a tram going.
Oh man, these trams are so cool. The city of Budapest was actually not formed only by Buda and Pest, the two cities, but also a third city called Auda. So all three of them came together to make this in the 1800s or so. And since then, each one of the sites has had its own unique architectural style, own unique cultural style. Oh, look at that view. And now walking on the terrace walls of the Buda Castle. The castle is here. This one.
The views from here are really nice. Like when we're walking down, every building looked like a normal building. But from up here, when they're all next to each other and from this side, it looks so nice. You can even see the parliament.
Yeah, the parliament is one of the most unique architectural pieces in all of Europe. It looks incredibly beautiful. I'm actually very curious to see with the lighting in the evening. But it's not the only building here. The entire skyline looks so cool. Look at that. And this is the castle. From this angle, it looks like a normal building.
It looks like a museum.
So that right there is the Hungarian parliament. I think this has to be one of the coolest set of stairs we've ever come across. It's called the Fisherman's Bastion, and it's actually like a very important monument, an iconic building right in the Buda Castle complex.
This is a building which comes up every time we Google Budapest.
Yeah, this one. And it also happens to have a view of the other building that comes up every time, which is the Parliament. It's incredibly beautiful here. Like everything feels like it's sort of stuck in the 1800s. All of this architecture is from the 1800s, so it's incredibly beautiful. And the best part about coming here during this time of year, besides the biting cold, is that the crowds are really very small.
Yeah.
Fisherman's Bastion is right there. It looks so good. But we were super hungry, so we got some peanuts. Spicy peanuts.
Expensive. Country.
Spicy. By the way, the currency here is called a forint, a Hungarian forint, and 400
forint is like a euro.
Yeah, 1 euro gets you about 400 forints. 1 Indian rupee is worth about 24 forints. So it does look like the currency is like, it's got multiple zeros. It looks like it's weak, but it's not. Things here are quite expensive.
Similar to its neighbors.
Yeah.
Is that where we're going? We wanted to try langos and we did a lot of research to the best place where we can eat. And we came walking all the way till here, but now we see that it's closed and they won't open until tomorrow morning.
But this is also on the Buda side, which you may not come back to. So now we have to go looking for another place somewhere else where you can find langos.
Is the eggplant one nice to try? The one with the eggplant? Parmesan-sky. Thank you.
Okay, so we've just got langos.
And it looks like pizza.
Yeah.
So there's bread below. We chose for the topping of eggplant and crispy onion.
It smells so nice. It's a very important street food here in Hungary, and our friend told us we must try it. This one is basically dough that's sort of spun around like a pizza and then deep fried. And then they put whatever toppings you want. The most popular topping is sour cream.
Super tasty. You have a mustache.
After that very delicious snack, we have something very important to do.
And that is go to the thermal baths here in Budapest. Just in Budapest city, there are more than 100 hot springs. The water which comes in these thermal baths are not heated, they are naturally hot, coming from the springs.
One such place, which is just about 1 kilometer down from here, it has a thermal spa. So there are sulfur baths, there's massage rooms and so many other things. A lot of people come here for this very Instagram worthy place just across in the Pest side, but this one's a hidden gem. It's a lot cheaper, it's a lot more real, a lot more authentic and less touristy. So we're gonna go check that out now.
I'm waiting to go and sit in the hot sauna and the hot water there. Oh, it's like so cold outside. I'm waiting to do that. Hooligans.
We finally made it to the hot spring. Look at that.
The steam around it.
Look at the fish swimming there. And the duck.
What's happening? We're getting the tickets.
Oh my god, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. It is so cold. Go, go, go.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's warm here.
This is the first time I've actually ran in the swimming pool water.
Wow, this is so good. Okay, so we have made it into the first pool. This one is just to get us. We spent the last few minutes in this pool. I think it was really nice, but now it's time to go to the sauna.
Indoors.
Wow, this has been so incredibly refreshing.
We've been shifting between different thermal pools and sauna, and it's fun. The indoors thermal pools are so much better than the outdoor ones.
For the last 1.5 hours, we've been alternating between pools which are 24 degrees, 36 degrees, no, 24 degrees, 32 degrees, 36 degrees, and 40 degrees. And the 40 degree one is actually this sauna room right here. It's incredibly hot and so nice. The steam is just.
I think this must be one of the best experiences in Europe so far.
Also because we were not staring at buildings all day, but we got to do something more fun. So now we continue because we still have 3 more hours on this ticket. We're free to stay as long as we want. We might stick around for a little bit longer and then head out into the city again, where it's -7 degrees. It is so hot. We discovered this pool after mistaking it for something much colder. This is the hottest pool there is. That's so good.
For the last 3 hours, it felt like we were in a completely different world.
Yeah, it was so good. We hopped between at least 4 different pools, starting with 24 degrees, which was a cold plunge pool. And then there was 32, 36 and 40. And then we kept moving between them, but the 41 was the best
Amazing.
one. It was so good. And then there was also a steam room, which was between 40 and 50 degrees. It was also incredibly good. So what we did was we went to the 50 degree steam room, then went into the cold plunge pool.
Yeah.
I went back again, did that a couple of times, kind of like what we learned during the banya sauna in Russia.
Initially, I thought, okay, maybe 3-4 hours and this might be too much. We might start getting bored, but we never got bored. It was so interesting.
Yeah. The only thing is, if you don't watch yourself or don't hydrate regularly, you can get super tired. And I remember this because I had a very bad experience doing one of these sulfur baths on the Pamir Highway road trip in Tajikistan. I was starting to feel very dizzy.
But the good thing is they've kept water inside, so you can drink how much ever you want, whenever you want.
That was a pretty expensive sightseeing experience, but we were totally ready for it.
Worth it.
Yeah, we just wanted to definitely do this in Budapest. I mean, you don't come to Budapest and just skip this now, do you? You just have to look real hard and you will find some really incredibly cheap places to do it at.
Also, we didn't see any tourists there. Everybody looked like locals.
Now we have to get back to our friend's home. It's a pretty long journey. It's about 6.5 kilometers on foot. Or if we find a tram, we're going to most likely take that. But the route is a bit off, so we have to figure that stuff out.
This crow is so hairy and it's so big. It's not even moving. People are going so close to it. Very gutsy.